Here's what we got going on here for baits for our 2020 spring black bear season. We got a bunch of fat and meat from our friends at the butcher shop. We'll be using to get some good stink. We've had these since November, so they've been frozen all winter. And then getting a nice soak and some rot going on under the sun here in end of April here in Alberta. It's about 20 degrees outside right now, and then we have 2 empty bins here that we're going to fill with oats. We got a third one in the back there. We'll be filling these with oats and mixing them with a syrup solution. And these 2 pails here, this one and this one, are my beaver pails. So basically I hang them upside down in a tree, use a rope, put the stuff the beavers in to keep the birds from pecking at them. And then here, and here are our grease pails that we'll fill up from a grease trap that we have permission to use, and we'll saturate the ground with those and keep the bears coming in even if the bait's all gone. We'll show you the setup here tomorrow. Here's our oats and our syrup solution. Not too bad. Is Joey working hard? Here we are starting our trip to go set up our third stand and bait the 3 barrels. And it is end of April. It's April 26th, I think, 2020. We are getting our grease.
Whoa. This is the glamorous part of the job.
Yeah. I don't know what's worse, the grease or the rot. The rotten meat from the butchers. Well, we're almost to where we're headed, so we'll fill these pails and we'll get rolling again on the camera when we get unloaded. Well, we're getting a little closer now. Still scattered showers on and off. It's going to be a wet day, I think, pretty muddy. Hopefully the road we turn off on isn't too greasy. Some years it's not bad, other years it's been pretty slick. I've been stuck out there a few times. Always like watching other Alberta YouTube videos and trying to figure out where the fellas are hunting in the province. You can see we're on a divided highway, so if you're trying to guess, you could 16 heading west, you know, towards Edson Hinton, or 43 northwest. Could be 63 northeast. Areas of 2 can get pretty wild, so yeah, have fun guessing, guys. Typical oil field road here. We had a really late spring. Winter run really long this year. Usually once the ditches get a little greener, there's a lot of bears on this road. Where we're going to go set up the third bait site is where we seen a really nice one. I seen them twice last spring and once again in the fall when we come back to pick up our cameras and stuff for our annual elk hunting trip. So stay posted, and we'll be parked shortly and unloaded and baiting and show you how we set up. All we're unloaded. We are ready to travel out to our second barrel. And this one we set up a couple years ago, about 3 years ago, I believe. The first one we did is a little further up this road behind us here, and then we'll be putting the third one in further to the east. Well, here's our first barrel, or our second barrel actually. This is one we set up about 3 years ago. It's in a nice little kind of a creek valley here, so you can hear bears coming in for a while when the water stops, but it's a little noisy right now.
This is the
So inside our barrel here we have our oats, which have been saturated in a Slurpee mix, a syrup, and then by a lot of rotten meat that we dumped without a mask. I'll be the first to admit I have a weak stomach, nearly hurled. And last thing we need to do is just throw our grease, and this will be good for now. We find that grease helps them stay at the barrels even if the baits are gone. It saturates the ground and they claw it up, dig it up. Over there beside Joey's feet you can see a pig head that we got from our butcher. Just one more thing that over the years had helped keep them around. Here's a bottom jaw from another one that we used to have here. Pretty gnarly teeth on them. And all the way up there is the stand where Joey will be sitting with his bow and try and get one here later. This is our, we'll call this one barrel number 1, even though there's 2 of them. This is the first one we set up about 5 years ago. This was before we had quads. We hauled everything in. There's 2 tree stands there. One we built, the other one we hauled in before quads. So here's our pail of oats with the syrup. We have a pail of grease with a mask that I need to wear. And here's a bunch of fat, meat from the butchers, blood, just rot that's been rotting and melting for a while, so should get some nice stink. Well, I feel bad for Joey. He put a tree stand together to a tree that I thought would be alright. I'm not the biggest fan of heights. It's a little sketchy, a little thin, the tree, so I asked him to move it. As a fellow that does exteriors on houses, to move that standing up isn't much for him, he says. Guys, this is our third barrel that we didn't show you last time when we were leaving. Today's a lot nicer day. We're just out rebaiting again. These barrels have been hit pretty hard. Do it in front of the barrel, son, right at the ground. There's my son Mason, he's 14. He's got some pretty good football videos on my same YouTube channel. So there's our beaver pole that we're going to hang beavers from here later. There's our barrel. There's some, they've been hit hard already. Here's some scat there. And there's our other stand up in that pine there. So we're going to go check the other 2 and rebait those and call her good. Our second bait site. Got a lot of grease, a lot of bacon juice, and we got our oats with the blue raspberry syrup mix. Up there is Joey's tree stand, and there's a lot of scat, a lot of big scat. There's a big bear here already. So we'll be here in a few days, next week maybe, and we'll bait again and then hunt. So off to the last barrel. And that happened really fast. We just finished baiting our third barrel there, and heading back to the trucks with the quad, and saw this nice bear just in the bush, and Mason got out and got it with the 45-70, one shot.
First bear for the young fella.
Just finished baiting again. Now we're gonna sit and see if we can't get that big-headed bear. Stay tuned. Here comes another bear. He was a good bear, just not the big one that's been here. He's just starting to get the crease in his head though. Well, we're getting some rain. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna sit here for. Let's see if it blows over. It's a bit of blue sky and some sun, so we'll see what happens. Might pack it in early and come back later tonight. See him there, right through the trees, through the bushes. He just keeps circling me. He had a nap under that big jack pine up there, about 60 yards away for about 3 hours earlier today, after he fed the first time. And he came back and fed again. I don't know if he's going to go bed down. I called Joey, or text Joey, to see if he wanted to come and try and stalk in on him, get into the stand here with his bow, and get him to be a good one for his first bow kill with the bear. But he was content on staying where he was at his stand. He's got a good bear there too. He wants to try and get him. Lots of bears today. Can even hear this one coming in. Quads right down here. Hope he doesn't decide to mess with it. And luckily that one looks like it's deciding to go back where it came from. It wasn't a shooter, good bear. And wasn't going to come and eat my quad seat like a lot of them do. Chew on the seats and the gas caps. No shortage of good bears around here. He's got a good head on him. Just starting to crease. just watched the video a bunch of times. The shot a little bit high and a little bit back. Hope that 45-70 does its thing. That's a big bear. I'm jacked with adrenaline right now. That's my biggest bear for sure. Joey's on its way. We're gonna give him some good time. Stay tuned. Oh, this guy's back again. It's been about 15 minutes since I shot that big one, and really had me confused for a second, or for a couple minutes actually. He was here and he went to take his nap like he's been doing all day over there under that pine. And then he came back over this way and then took back off through the bush there, and I seen him going through the bush and then lost sight of him where it got thicker here. And then a few minutes later, that big bear coming from this way to the barrel and looked like a bigger bear body wise compared to the barrel height. But I thought it was a bigger bear, a different bear, but I was confused because they literally just, as one was coming back in, the other one came in. So then my adrenaline got going and I was getting the shakes, and then I tried looking at his head through the binoculars, which made the adrenaline even worse, and then eventually figured out it was two bears and shot him. Well, me and Joey, he was nice enough to abandon his stand with some bears on there to come help me track the one I shot. We didn't find no blood, but we just went off of where we heard him last. There's Joey.
Yeah, go get your bear, man.
There's the bear. Oh yeah, he's still.
That's probably not even 100 yards from the stand. Piled up.
Look at that head. Look at that head. Oh, he's big. Oh. Look at that head.
Big old crease in the middle of his head, hey?
That's a big bear.
Nice job, buddy.
Joey D with Black Copper Adventures. Follow him. He's got some really good bag dumps and sheep hunts on there. I even have a small cameo in one of them. He's here and he's gonna get a bear today. The bear coming in slowly here. Again.
couldn't tell. I think it's a good shot. I think.
That's a big bear.
Oh, buddy.
That's a big bear. That bear is as big as mine, if not bigger. Okay, let's give him time. That is a giant.
Wow. I think it was.
Death moan. He's done. He is done. You just got yourself a giant. That is a death moan.
That's a big bear.
That is a big bear. Did you see the crease in his head?
I could just tell by his height.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, buddy. Oh, there is he.
Northern Lights Outdoors and Black Copper Adventures just smoked 2 giants. Wow. Nope. He's 60 yards. Let's give him a little bit. Let's let him finish. What gun do you got there? What gun is that there? That 270?
Ruger.
An old
20 years old.
Ruger from his old man.
Yeah. Oh, man gave me this rifle when I was about 14.
Yeah. Sheep legend Jack Dizal passed it down.
Hornady 145 green.
Nice. All right, we've given him a bit here. Let's go see if we can't find Joey's bear. He's really standing over here. Didn't see no blood. I think he went to the left there. Check to the left here. Could be under any. Usually find the worst places to crash, under the thickest bush. You got him? Oh yeah, there he is. Look at the head on him. Give him a poke. Oh yeah, he's done. We heard that moan. He's done.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see that head. Pick him up. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good bear. Well done. Nice shot.
Oh, with Hersey here. Northern Lights Adventures. Got a hot tip last night to come on up, 4-hour drive.
There he is.
Definitely worth it. That's a big bear. Look at his crease now.
Yeah.
May 2020. First black bear.
First black bear.
Thanks, buddy.
Well done, Joey. He's got some scars on his face there.
Yeah, right there. There.
Let's check out his teeth. Nice. Let's see the other side. Oh, all broke off there. Look at that one.
Yeah.
Just a big, tough Alberta Bruin. Good bear.
Yeah, he's mature. Yeah, that's a big head.